Welcome to another episode of T-Shirt Cooking, the #1 online cooking experience. On this episode, we'll be doing a banana bread or banana cake, whatever you wish to call it. And this will be the simplest banana bread cake recipe that you'll ever make that you could use to impress your friends, your family, people on the internet who don't care about your well-being, but most importantly, impress yourself. The ingredients are very simple. We have vanilla, cinnamon, salt, baking soda, white sugar, white flour. We have 3 medium-sized bananas that I just sort of mixed up like this and mashed up. They were ripe bananas. We have 2 eggs. We have a 3/4 cup of vegetable oil, some chocolate chips. Now the first thing we're gonna do is we'll take our mixing bowl and we'll add all the dry ingredients first. And we'll mix all the dry ingredients together. And this includes the flour, the sugar, teaspoon of baking soda, teaspoon of salt, might have put too much there, but it's fine. Teaspoon of cinnamon, which I can't really get to, oh, okay, this is not working. Anyway, we put a teaspoon of cinnamon inside. You get the idea. I mean, it's not working right now, but whatever, you get the idea. We will now mix the ingredients. Now the next thing we're going to do after mixing for about 30 to 45 seconds is we'll add in the wet ingredients, which include the teaspoon of vanilla, which we will do right now. We'll add in the 2 eggs. We'll add in the mashed up bananas. This was about 3 medium ripe bananas. I believe 2 large bananas will suffice for this quantity. And we will add the 3/4 cup of vegetable oil. I believe you can use any sort of neutral oil. In this case, I used vegetable because it's the least expensive. And we'll now mix. It's very important when mixing that there's nothing along the wall that you don't mix in, which is why I usually like to touch the side of the wall to really make sure everything gets blended in. I also like to touch the surface just to make sure that nothing stays at the bottom, no flour or anything that goes unmixed, just for the consistency of the baked good to be uniform all around. This is completely optional, but I like to add some chocolate chips. So what I usually do is I'll add some in the mix, and I'll never add a calculated amount. I always do it by feel. And then once I would pour it into my glass baking container, I would usually just put some chocolate chips at the top. But what's very important here is not to put a set amount. Just make it random. Doesn't matter. Before adding it to the glass baking tray, still not sure what to call this, but before putting the cake batter inside, I like to spray some palm oil. You could also just, with a napkin, maybe rub some oil on the side. I do that just to prevent sticking. I've never actually had it stick to the surface, but that's always because I took precaution. However, I'm sure that it would likely stick. So just to avoid that, nice and easy. Just like that. And we'll now pour the batter inside, and hopefully I did not forget any ingredients. However, I feel like I did forget something because this seemed way too simple. But that's the beauty of this recipe, is that it's so simple that you think you forgot things. I also want to say this isn't actually my recipe. I'm passing it off as mine, but I was given this recipe and I just did some slight modifications to it. But no, it's not my original recipe. It is what it is. I was given permission to make a video with it, by the way, so I'll take whatever I could get at this point, honestly. If you guys have any recipes, just let me know. And I'll add some chocolate chips on the top, as I said. I usually just add like this, just a bit like that. I don't know if it's supposed to give it some sort of decorative feel or what, but a lot of people on the internet do that, so I felt I should do the same. Now, once the oven is preheated, I'm going to simply take this, put it in the oven for about 1 hour, and then we'll come back and we'll see what we get. All right, we're back. What I did was I took the banana bread out of the oven after 1 hour, or banana cake, whatever you want to call it. Then I let it cool for about 5 to 10 minutes. Then I took a butter knife and I sort of went around on the side of the glass just to make sure that it wasn't stuck, and it in fact was not stuck. Now it's about 15 minutes later. It's a little bit cooler, and I decided to cut a piece. And the inside as well, there was a little bit of steam that left, but apart from that, I mean, it would be ready to serve. I know I initially said that I put the chocolate chips for the aesthetic look on the top, but it turns out it just looks like a bunch of weird brown pimples, sort of like the pimple I have on my lip right now. And personally, I'm not a fan of that. I'll now use a fork to simply cut a little piece off and taste this banana bread and see if it still tastes as good as all the other times. I did notice it does feel a little bit overcooked, or maybe it's just because I took it out of the oven, I'm not sure. But look, we'll see what we get. Tastes good. The outside is a little bit crispy, the inside is soft. I was a little bit scared of the consistency because of the softness of the inside, but it is holding up still if I hold it like this. However, this is the end piece, so maybe that's what's also helping it as well. Maybe later I'll try to cut a middle piece and see if it gives the same support. What would be good here, I'd say, is probably, you know, maybe like a glass of milk or something. Admittedly, I don't drink milk anymore. I now drink almond milk, not cow milk anymore. And it's not because of any of this vegan or greenhouse gas thing. It's just that maybe about like 9 or 10 years ago, and I was sitting down at the breakfast table and I was eating a bowl of cereal, and I couldn't help but think to myself, what was the dude who discovered milk trying to do? Like, what exactly was he doing down there? How did that go about? I'm not even gonna Google it. I'm just gonna, I don't know, the FBI might knock on my door or something if I Google it. I'm not even gonna Google what that first dude was trying to do and who discovered milk and how it happened. That's just, man, I don't know what he was trying to accomplish there. I mean, look, good for him. There's like cheese and stuff now that exists. I mean, great. You know, butter, all these things. I think that's made with milk. I don't know. That's concerning. I don't know if anybody ever thinks of that. That's really concerning. Anyway, this is a great banana cake recipe that if you want to make something and bring it to somebody's house, definitely suffices. You could cut it in multiple pieces. For something, you know, this size, not that big, you probably cook 2 at the same time if you wish. At the same time, there's a lot of downtime here. Most of the time is the prep. The prep was probably about 10 minutes for me if I include everything but setting up the cameras and the set. Setting up all the ingredients was a good 10 minutes. Throwing it in the oven after that 1 hour gave me time to clean the entire kitchen and do other things, which is what you could be doing at home. And then after that, you take out the cake and it's very low maintenance. I feel like you could probably wrap this in maybe a plastic wrap or something and bring it somewhere if you're trying to go somewhere. You know, you just wanted to bring like a snack or a dessert or whatever it may be. Anyway, let me stop rambling on. This banana cake seems good. Once again, successful. No, not my recipe. Yes, I did slightly modify it, and yes, I was given permission to use this recipe. Thank you for watching another episode of T-Shirt Cooking. Always appreciated. I'll see you guys next time.